Ricardo, we are meeting in this beautiful Rothenburg in a beautiful day. So it's a spontaneous interview. So I
That's
just
the best ones.
hopefully. And first of all, I want to thank you for working together with you and supporting and always being there.
Yeah, it's easy with you. There's a, like you said once, there's a real brotherly connection, and I think that's nowadays is rare.
Mm,
Not so rare in our profession,
mm,
but it's rare. Yeah, and Rothenburg for me is always connected to you. I already told you that. The first time that I saw you, that I noticed you, it was in hell, and then I saw some lectures of you, and I remember we were sitting down and said, "Why not go to Portugal?"
mm,
Yeah, it's probably also has to do with the nationality things. You know, Israel and Portugal, we are very similar in the way
mhm.
that we approach
Yeah,
people.
you're very warm
So yeah,
and as I told you, I think we are both bothered with the future leaders to see more people coming to with the wish to devote to the profession.
absolutely. One of the things that we are losing, we are losing a little bit people for this kind of jobs that's doing lobbying, that is boring, that is direction. But we need to focus in the future of our profession is not only putting needles, it's also to focus and to find a place for all the practitioners. And I think that you, in this aspect, you are a little bit like a beacon. You know, you have the ideas, you remind me a little bit like Steve Jobs. You arrive at the
Big.
meetings and you say, look, I have this clear idea that I want to do this. That's now you help me find the right pieces for us to achieve that. And I think that we need that in a leader. We need, like you said, we need dreamers. We need people to see beyond what is in our eyes. Like the Chinese says, you need someone with hun, with the possibility of seeing a little bit ahead, and that I think is the most important thing in a leader. It's know how to lead and know people, and that's why I think you were the right choice for ETCMA as a president. You know people, not knowing around, but you know when you look at it and you say, I can take the best from you. I can take the best from you, and this is how can we move forward? Is taking the best of everyone that we cross in our lives.
Well, thank you first of all, and then but I think you are touching on the core thing, and sorry to reflect it back to you. You have this ability in a huge way. Is I think leadership is to bring the best out of people. Uh, I must tell you, I know that we are like exchanging, uh, but you have this really great heart ability to bring the best of people, to follow you, to listen to you, and they feel very safe with you. So I think this is again, it's in leadership we look for different qualities, and I think this definitely like we are representing maybe two different qualities. It means that leadership is something wider, but eventually is to bring the best out of people.
No, absolutely, and that is sometimes we look at future leadership, but we should look also to how can we cultivate this leadership, because there are things you cannot teach anyone. You know, it's born with you, and there are things that can like you said, like I said about you, you can bring it. So I remember one person here was telling me, you know, Yair is always telling me, you have to teach, you have to teach, and I'm always, but I don't know why you push, and I started to teach, and things go up. And it's a little bit like this. Sometimes we bring people to meetings and we say to them, you can do it. Let's focus. Like the other meeting where this colleague of ours saying, let's focus on herbs in Czech Republic, and he said, you are the right person. And this is very important. Is and I think that is the way is prepare, like I said, people that have qualities that they tend to let it quiet. and it has to be someone to give the click. So we'll see.
Well, thank you. I think again you're right. Really on what I think is the most needed is that you can inspire people, but in the same time you inspire yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So
No,
I think
well
this
put.
is. I think when you lead or when you help others, you also benefit, and we benefit as we help our profession to grow or lead something which is as useful and meaningful and important for humankind. I think we are all here, to reduce suffering and to bring more love to the world.
Exactly. There's a lot of spheres or areas in the life of a practitioner, and I believe that in the near future, the practitioner is not only the one that knows. It's like we were talking about core competence. It's not only to know academic how to wear the points, how to needle, how to move. It's also how to approach people, how to um, showcase themselves, how to showcase the profession. And so this is one of the important things in my perspective that we need to pass is that societies in school needs to prepare the man. When I say men, is men and women, but needs to prepare them to the world, not only in the academic point of view, but also and a little bit like you and others acupuncturists that I know, not because they are old, but because they are in this line of business for quite a while. You start to have a thick skin, like a tough skin, because you took a lot of bullets when we took a big advance from 10 years 20 years ago, and we don't see it, but the truth is it was necessary people like you, like Kurt Omstead, like Elizabeth, other people that were taking the body to bring the bullets and say let's move forward
This
step by step.
pioneering.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, the pioneering. So yeah, and this is a good representative, Rothenburg. 55 years of stories, you know, and you are part of the furniture here. So that's an important, impressive thing, I believe.
I think this is the last point I'm also taking from you for leadership is actually having a pioneering spirit. Is because always we pioneer to the next generation, to the next step. It's really a ladder, that is going all the time forward.
Yeah,
So I think having this pioneering internal wish is helping to lead other.
yeah. I remember there was a when they put the man on the moon. Uh, the guy that was responsible for it, he says, "You know why we are going to put the man on the moon? Because I already see it there." And this is the thing that we should do in ETCMA and our local societies is think where we want to be, and we're already there.
Vision, I think you summarize it well. No, really, I think, it comes simply, but I think having a vision is one of the key things because people are looking for leadership, looking for somebody that is seeing what is possible, and then they can follow and grow, and he will grow, and basically everybody will grow with it.
Yeah, and another thing in terms of leadership, sometimes you need someone that is charismatic. It can be the person that doesn't know everything, but surround themselves with the persons that know, and then you just tweak it in a way to push it. So charismatic also brings you a good smile, a good voice, a way that you talk yourself, and with the right people around you and beside you, we can move a lot of rocks and yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I think, we brought a lot of, I think, critical point for the people that we are looking for, because we are looking for future leaders. We want this thing to grow, to continue, to have sustainability. And so this interview can go into many places. We can enhance it more. I mean, the weather here is beautiful.
Yeah.
But I think taking these points, hopefully inspiring other people to move and be part of the ETCMA, be part of the future of Chinese medicine. We've touched on quite a few things.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you.
Thank you a lot.